Hey guys, welcome back here to Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys checking out today's video and spending a little time with me. And guys, today we're going to be talking about the Ozark rig again. This is the new way of rigging your soft plastic baits, especially creature baits. And what I want to do, guys, in today's video is I want to talk about using the Ozark rig for creature baits during the springtime of the year, because time of filming this video, it's the first week of March. Over the next 2 months, it is a prime time to fish creature baits. And the Ozark rig, guys, offers a presentation with the creature bait that you cannot duplicate with the Texas rig. So I'm going to show you guys how to rig it and go over some of the examples of where you want to fish it here in today's video. Also, guys, before we get started, a couple quick plugs I'd just like to let you guys know about. If you guys are looking for some really cool sun gloves, guys, check out these Sims sun gloves right here. These things are the most comfortable fishing gloves I have ever used for the sun. Got your fingertips free here. Absolutely awesome here. I'll put the link in the my tackle warehouse link in the description of this video to the Sims sun glove if you guys would like to order a pair for this coming spring and summer. You can get them at that link there. And also, quick reminder that Solar Bat has got their get ready for spring sale on my Signature Series glasses, my 2s and 3s. I'll have the Solar Bat link in the description of this video if you guys would like to get a pair. And if you just want to get one pair, guys, get the high contrast yellow lens. This is my favorite right here. Optical clarity on this thing's incredible. You guys will love them. So I'll have all those links in the description. Really appreciate that. Okay, guys, we've done a little bit of stuff on the Ozark rig before. This thing is an incredible piece of terminal tackle. Let me explain to you what it is here. This is made by Core Tackle, guys, and I'll put the Ozark rig link and my tackle warehouse link in the description of this video if you guys would like to order packed through my link there. But what it is a Texas rig modification, and you got the lead that goes down the shank of the hook, as you can see right here. And this is what makes the Ozark rig so effective. I'm gonna explain it to you once I rig it. And then it's got this turned eye hook on here, which makes it really come through the brush good and through the rocks. But this lead evenly distributed through the shank, which is sort of a trademark of Core Tackle products. It gives it that action you can't duplicate with just all the weight on the head. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that. Okay, now we're going to talk about fishing it on a creature bait, because creature baits, and we'll get into this here a little bit later in the video, excellent spring lures. And the Ozark rig is extremely easy to rig. All you have to do is just take the tip of it here, the head there, and put the eyelet through the plastic on the end, just like that, and bring it all the way through to where, you got your eye sticking out the other side there. And then you simply insert it back in just like you would a Texas rig. I usually come all the way through like that and then just lay it in the channel. And that is how that you have it right there. Super, super streamlined. Let me explain to you guys why the Ozark rig's better than a Texas rig. Okay, now if you're throwing a Texas rig creature bait, you've got your slip sinker on the end here. And when you pitch or flip it into any type of cover, since the weight is all positioned forward on the head, your bait falls straight down like that. There's no action to it. It just falls like a rock straight down. But with the Ozark rig, since you've got the lead distributed on the shank, it creates this horizontal glide down like that. And also it glides down like this. It sort of turns a little bit like that on the way down. So the motion of this thing is more like a helicopter effect. And when you pick it up off the bottom, it doesn't just hop like this, like a Texas rig. You pick it up off the bottom and it just glides down like that. And that is why the presentation of the Ozark rig, I have started to use it instead of my Texas rig almost for everything. The only time that I really don't use an Ozark rig anymore is if I'm pitching and flipping like thick super stuff where my bait's falling completely vertical, like through flooded bushes and gnarly thick stuff like that. But anytime that I'm flipping and pitching around what I call clean cover, like in and around a boat dock pier, a lay down tree, a log, a stump in the water, lily pad field, just bare banks or whatever, I'm always using the Ozark rig, because I can promise you guys that fall rate like that coming more horizontal, it triggers the strike when the straight drop will not do it. It's super, super easy to rig. And also, guys, it comes in, they've got 6 different sizes of the Ozark rig as far as weight goes. And they got 3 or 4 different hook sizes. So you can match it up anywhere between an 1/8 ounce up, anywhere between a 3/0 hook up to a 5/0 hook. So you can put it in a wide variety of different sizes of soft plastic baits. But guys, you need to try that. This is sort of like taking over the whole Texas rigging thing. Okay, now given that, let's talk a little bit about creature bait fishing during the springtime of the year, why it's so effective. One of the things that you're going to find out about bass in the springtime of year is they have a mood and personality window in terms of the bait profiles that they want to bite that change like week to week. And here's where the creature bait works really good with the Ozark rig. Is up until about when the water temperature gets right around 60 degrees, I catch a lot of fish on a jig in the pre-spawn. Once that water temperature starts to get close to 60, like 58, 59, 60, you're gonna notice a switch off of a jig and they prefer soft plastics. There's a water temperature window I have found personally of about 60 to 70 degrees when they just don't bite a jig that good and they want a creature bait or some type, this is the Zoom Z hog here, or a beaver or something like that, some type of a soft plastic creature bait like this will get a lot more bites when that water temperature is between 60 and 70 degrees. And depending upon what part of the country you're in, for my part of the country here in the Ozarks, we're talking about 60 to 70 degree water, usually between like the early April up into mid-May, just depending upon our weather patterns, maybe a little earlier or later in your part of the country where you're at. But you're gonna notice a big switch to the creature baits during that time frame. So that's when you wanna use the Ozark rig with the creature bait, is when that water temperature is between 60 to 70 degrees. And pretty much I keep it simple on the colors, just like everything else. I'll use a black or black and blue that the water visibility is under about a foot or foot and a half. Then I'll go to like a watermelon candy or a green pumpkin or something like that if it's a little bit cleaner. But guys, the main thing I want to do is I just wanted to get you guys clued in on this Ozark rig. This thing will get you more bites than a Texas rig for sure. And again, I'll link it in my Tackle Warehouse link in the description if you guys would like to pick one up. And I pitch it and flip it on the same line and setup as I do with the Texas rig. I use a flipping stick. Most of the time I'm using 17 to 20 pound test Seaguar and Vizex line, and just go to work methodically pitching and flipping down whatever shallow cover you have. So that's when I start using it, is about the end of March is when I'll go to the Ozark rig, use it heavily all the way up until the mid part of May or something like that. Just gets you a lot of bites there. So anyway, guys, give it a try. I think you guys will really like it. We'll check in later.